Oh, don't adjust that dial. You are not seeing double. That's right. Today we got not one, but two Lindsay Lohans.
Time for Dizzy's channel Parent Trap. 1998's Parent Trap.
Two hours? Why the hell is this film 2 hours long?
I thought it was a mandate that Disney comes in at a breezy 90 minutes or less. This is no straight to Disney piece of shit. We got real actors in here like Dennis Quaid, a licensed song. We got a boat. There's production already. Firework. Woo! Ease into this world. Parent Trap holds a very special place in my heart. It's one of the few movies that have said, we found a child actor so goddamn legendary that we can't simply just have her in this movie once. We must put her in this movie twice as two vastly different characters. Lindsay Lohan has the talent of two people. Suck it, Olsen twins. Suck it. This is our introduction to Lindsay Lohan. The origins of the queen, the star that is Miss Lohan. No ill words for her. Sure, she's had her troubles. Who hasn't? I've gotten on a few benders, crashed my car. Maybe not quite that one. The point is, she is a pure soul, and she deserves respect for starting the lucrative twin genre movie. Twin movies. Those really took off after this, didn't they? 11 years and 9 months later. Okay, so they're 9 months old. Oh, shit. No, they're 11 years old. Nancy Meyers is great. She's a rom-com staple. She's been around forever.
Now, girls, let's find our doubles.
That's called a setup right there, because she's gonna find her actual double. Why would both of them go to this shitty summer camp? One of them lives in California, and the other one lives in London. Cherry old London. Lindsay had to have an accent, or else it wouldn't make sense. This is Callie Lindsay. Callie Lindsay is Lindsay Prime. British Lindsay is imposter.
Whoa! Now that's my kind of woman.
Hey, that bag? Fuck yeah, I could get that bag.
Do you like live in Hollywood? Do you like live next door to a movie star? What are you two, Lucy and Ethel? I've never even been to Hollywood. I live in Napa, that's Northern California.
Hollywood? I wouldn't be caught dead in that fucking shithole. I live in Napa Valley. We sell wine. Whenever you meet a girl from California, it's like, whoa, what? One of the most densely populated states in the country? Holy shit, what's that like? This is prim and proper, Lindsay. They call this the woods. I love her English accent. Oh, you pussy. Ho, 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 ho.
Minerals?
Check.
List of daily fruits and vegetables?
Check, check.
Like, I have a list of what are fruits and vegetables.
Here's a little something from your grandfather.
It's a gun. Your grandfather has given you his trusty elephant rifle in case you come into trouble with the other lasses. Use it sparingly. It will knock the head off a fucker. Everyone out there, you can relate. You remember making secret handshakes with your butler?
Have fun, old bean.
I will.
Yo, old bean. Is that just what you call kids in England?
Why it's 2 hours is because it's 3 fucking movies. The first part is the summer camp part, where they discover one another. Second part is when they switch lives, and then they live in each other's houses. Third part is when they try to get them back together. It's like a 3-act structure, but each act is like the same extended part.
Now, growing up, watching films like this, it set up an expectation that summer camp is the norm. Everyone goes to a summer camp, and it's the greatest place on earth. You live, you learn, you fall in love, you fall out of love. Maybe you try illegal drugs. Maybe you get attacked by a bear. And every kid at some point goes to a summer camp and makes memories that they're gonna have for the rest of their lives. My understanding of the sport of fencing, you're on a narrow line, not too much bigger than this. You can go forwards or you can go backwards, but you can't run around the entire goddamn camp.
Sorry, let me help you. No, let me help you. What'd you do that for? Me? You pushed me in. I didn't know.
But why would they refuse to take off their mask? As soon as you fell in, wouldn't you be like, oh, you're my twin?
All right, girls. Shake hands.
Give me that reveal. Would you be able to recognize you if you never knew you had a twin and you suddenly ran into your twin? Would you recognize your own face? Because I don't think I would. I don't know if I look at myself. Like, I actively try to avoid my own body. It's fucking false, because it's the same face on both girls. Same freckles, same eye color, same nose, lips, ears, hair, whatever. Real twins, they have much, much more diversity in their features. I don't know, I could be talking on my ass. But like, say like moles or beauty marks, they would show up and manifest differently on the other person. Not only do they partake in the exact same activities, but they're also way too fucking cocky at these activities. They're both the goddamn best. Fencing, the best. Cards, the goddamn best. Love her nail polish though. Like, this whole outfit working for me. Sunglasses on top. You got that emerald green nail polish. Beautiful. I'm on Team Callie, Lindsay. For sure.
You're just not good enough.
You're just not good
In
enough.
your honor, a royal flush.
She lost at cards, so now she has the skinny dip.
Why not? That's why not.
Holy shit. Does British Lindsay have the strength of like 10 men just chucking beds on the roof? Does being a twin grant you superpowers? I mean, if you're the fucking Romanov twin, the Skovanov, what's Scarlet Witch's and Fast Boy's last name? Those famous movie twins. That's what happens. You meet your twin, you learn you have a sibling, and now you have 11 years of sibling rivalry to make up for. The Beagle girl made me laugh.
Oh, my.
I think the honey's like definitely the worst part of it. I don't want to be covered in honey, man. That shit sucks.
Oh, she didn't get me.
She didn't get me. Oh. I never understood pranks. I never played pranks as a kid. I never went to summer camp. I guess if I went to summer camp, I would have learned pranks.
Morning, girl.
Morning, Marvus.
Marvelous! I enjoy stunts, even if they're minimal stunts. Stunts are fun. Stunts are fun. And feathers. This is an elaborate prank filled of hate and vitriol. They just become like crazy assholes to one another, pranking each other. They're not like, hey, how come I didn't know about you? Maybe we should get to the bottom of this. Nah.
The isolation cabin.
The isolation cabin? What? Her fucking second in command just... They just can't get along, can they? They both have a switch for a light in the middle of the cabin that lights up the entire cabin. That's a pretty big ass cabin. Fuck, put me in the isolation cabin. I would love all that space to myself. She's already set up a collage on the wall. How long do you plan on staying in the isolation cabin? Is it for the rest of the summer? Headstrong. I take you one. They narrowed her down to a singular trait, and they put that trait on the wall as a subtle reference to who she is as a person.
Any of your pictures ruined? Only the beautiful Leo DiCaprio.
No, Leo!
Who? You've never heard of Leonardo DiCaprio?
You've never heard of Leo DiCaprio? Was Titanic not the single biggest film ever made? Did they not have it in London? Are you too rich to see the most beautiful tale about love and loss that ever be created for the main screen?
And then who's that? Oh, that's my dad.
That's how I always pose in pictures. Back turn, looking up at my big ass Napa Valley house. You guys haven't made the connection that perhaps you came from the same sperm and eggs?
At home, I eat them with peanut butter. You do? That is so weird. So do I.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get confirmation if it's smooth or crunchy.
So do I.
Creamy, get out of here. If you enjoy creamy peanut butter, That is perfectly okay. Me, personally, I like crunchy peanut butter. The crunchier, the fucking better. I like to know what the butter came from, the source of the butter. If you don't want any of my peanut butter, that's fine. I won't take any of yours. And we can all live along in harmony.
How old are you? I'll be 12 on October 11th. So will I. Your birthday's on October 11th? Yeah.
It has not dawned on them that they're twins yet. It's just like, oh, it's a coincidence that we both look exactly the same. It's just a coincidence that both our birthdays are on the exact same day. It's just a coincidence that I live with my dad, never met my mom, and you live with your mom and never met your dad. It's just all, crazy serendipity. Zodiac or whatever.
This is a picture of my mom, and it's ripped too.
Please tell me she has the other half. I'm gonna fucking puke. Is it the boat picture? What if they like fuse together like lightning struck and then they turn into one person but like an adult?
So if your mom is my mom and my dad is your...
She's such a star. What a powerhouse performance.
Got it when I was born. It has an H on it. I got mine when I was born too, except mine has an A on it.
Wow, like the corresponding letter to our first names.
You want to know what Dad is like, right? Right?
Let me get this right. You want to know what your dad is like. Your missing parental figure that you haven't had in your life. And I sort of kind of want to know what mom is like. See?
Look, I can do you already. Yes, you want to know the difference between us? I have claws and you don't.
All right, don't act like you're fucking homely living on a big-ass vineyard. Oh, I'm so prissy and rich, I live in London. Well, I just live on my humble old 100-acre villa. You gotta learn the handshake. How's a butler supposed to know you're the right person if you don't do the handshake?
You forgot the handshake. You must be a different person.
An 11-year-old is cutting my hair. Hey, you sounded just like me. Well, I'm supposed to, aren't I?
Jesus. Fucking Lindsay Lohan complimenting Lindsay Lohan on how well she's acting. As much as I love the haircutting montage, why don't we look up some trivia? For her split screen scenes, Lindsay Lohan wore an earpiece which would play back the dialogue of the other sister. The Lost Boys who show up at the girls' camp is played by Michael Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's real-life brother. Scarlett Johansson, Alex McKenna, Michelle Trachtenberg, and Tina Majorino also tried out for the leads. Ooh, dual Johansons. An oddity for a Disney film, this one shows a mother smoking a cigarette and getting deliberately drunk. That's a good time. Oh, Jenna Malone, fucking goddess. Jenna Malone turned down the role 3 separate times. Oh, they live in Big Ben? The butler dropped her off and the butler said, I will pick you up, but he's not there and he's not on the plane with her.
What have you done to your hair?
I don't know who you are.
Love it. It's the new you.
Martin's so supportive. What does Martin have invested? Is this a Bruce Wayne situation where Annie saw her parents die before her eyes and Martin's there to help her out? Don't worry, Annie, I'll get you in tip-top crime-fighting shape in no time. Which one's the evil twin? I want to say the British one's the evil one because for the most part of history, Britain has been the villain. Do they live at Buckingham Palace? Is her mom the queen? So Hallie is Lindsay Prime because we see her reaction and we're with her for more of the movie. Are you saying that growing up without a mom is worse than growing up without a dad? Is that the stance Disney's taking? There she goes. This house doesn't look that fancy, for being honest. Exposed wood looks real good on camera. You get some nice dark wood.
Grandfather?
Annie, don't you know not to speak to me when I read the paper? Haven't I taught you anything? Girls do not interrupt men. I don't know where my accent went. My accent went from British to like Austrian to like authoritarianism.
Just smelling. Smelling? I'm making a memory.
Oh.
Years from now, when I'm all grown up, I'll always remember my grandfather.
Is this what we do now? We just smell people? If you're faking an accent, wouldn't you try to talk as least as possible? And how would you walk into this motherfucker? Would you act like you own the shit? Like you live here? Slow motion into the hug. Get out of here. 11 years, 9 months later, she got pregnant. They had the kids, and then they must have split up before you start retaining memories, which is what, like 2 or 3? That's kind of shitty for them to break up right after they have twins. They're just like, listen, let's just make this fair. No hard feelings. I'm going to pick a kid at random. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'll take this one. It's mine, I guess. I'll name her Hallie. Let's go to Callie. Hallie from Cali. Hallie from Cali.
You know who would look really beautiful in that gown? I mean, like, really beautiful.
Who?
You.
Me? You know what? I think that time change has made you a little loopy.
I think you're fucking insane. I would never wear a fucking dress that I have made. Don't you ever say that to me again. I make clothes for poor people. For the fucking poor. And do I look poor to you? No. You'll never see me in that dress. Never ever. Let me call Martin.
So, did you meet him here in London?
We met on the Kiwi too.
Kiwi what?
Queen Elizabeth II. It's an ocean liner that sails from London to New York. Because I wasn't keen on flying then, and neither was your father. We met our first night on board.
They met on the boat and then married? Dennis Quaid! It took us 45 minutes to introduce Dennis Quaid. I think that's a damn shame. We should have got Quaid minute 1. They alluded to Quaid. We had a Quaid lewd, but we didn't get the full Quaid.
It's because in my whole life, I mean, you know, for the past 8 weeks, I was never able to say the word dad. Never. Not once.
They wouldn't let me say dad at camp. I tried saying dad, and the camp counselor came by and slapped me in the face. He said, no, your parents are here and you can't acknowledge them. We will not acknowledge any parents while on camp property. I love Dennis Quaid's hat. It's so great. Look at that doggo. Look at that goddamn doggo. Oh, it's a housekeeper. Why was she like, oh, a butler? A fucking butler. When really she has one. It's a lady butler. A butlet. Is that what we call lady butlers? Damn, look at this fucking house. Nancy Meyer like specifically makes like fantasy porn for like middle-aged white women. Oh God, I wish I had a vineyard. I wish I had that big ass house. Why is there a plate of apples by the door and grapes on the center? Can we just have fruit just intermediately lying around so as I roam through the house I can just pick them up? In California, we don't have lists of fruits. We just, you know, roam. Just oh sick. Got the raspberries over here.
Look at you, always eating.
Look at you, always eating. Well, someone has to eat the fruit in this house, lady.
So I gotta ask myself, what is a hot young thing like that seeing a guy who walks around with his shirt tail hanging out and a cereal bowl full of chili?
Your dad's kind of a piece of shit. He's dirty. He smells bad. I've never seen him brush his teeth. So I have to ask myself, what does a younger, prettier woman want to do with him? And he has not once ever tried to sexually harass me. It's a goddamn shame. I'm here every single day. I'm wearing my best wrinkly ass shirt, and he's never once looked at me inappropriately. Not even a glance.
Oh, Nikki, she's adorable. You know, the way your father talked about you, I expected to meet a little girl, but you are so grown up.
I'll be 12 soon. How old are you?
How old are you? Oh, she's 26. I feel weird whenever comparing myself to people in my age. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to look like at this stage of my life. But I guess that's not really where this commentary needs to go. This is a different place.
You two are obviously incredibly close.
Well, you know, we're closer than close. We're all each other has.
She's taking on a real Ryan Merriman type, except for instead of cock blocking her dad because mom's dead, she's cock blocking her dad because mom's in another country and this chick. There is this thing of like, you can't replace mom. Just let your dad fuck. Children of divorce, orphan children. What do you call a child who's only lost one parent? Like a half orphan? Let your parents fuck. I love how Annie comes to California, meets her dad for the very first time, and then starts trying to control his life. She's a fucking agent of chaos. I'm telling you, Annie is the evil twin.
Sounds just like your twin.
Does Martin not know his employer was married and had a twin? What court decision could have led to two twins being split up and having zero contact with one another? I understand if it's a Frozen situation. You have Annie, which is clearly Elsa, and then she fucking frost struck her sister Holly and was sent away into a fucking cavern so she wouldn't freeze the entire kingdom. I get that situation. I'm empathetic to it. Hey, can we switch places now? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna keep Mom.
Important meal of the day. Eggs sunny side up, bacon side of...
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, breakfast porn. If you want to give me in the right mood, give me some fucking breakfast. They keep trying to make him seem very, like, rustic. Like, oh, he's a rough and tumbler.
Dad, I'm almost 12. How long do you expect me to buy that story that the stork dropped me on your doorstep?
Oh, come on, Hal.
Come on, I told you she was a bitch. She left. She took half of everything. My money, my car, my daughters.
Well, actually, I promised Hal we'd hang out together this afternoon.
Oh, no problem. I've got plenty to do.
Don't worry, Nick. Yeah, I got plenty to do. I don't need to hang out with you. I got shit to take care of. Don't worry about me. I have business. I got fucking...
Oof, ice woman.
What a character. What a choice.
What camping trip? The one we take every summer before you go back to school.
Holly didn't bring up, like, when you get back, it's going to be about the time that Dad takes you on a camping trip. But are they going to go to school? What was the plan? How long are they going to spend in each other's respective homes? She just fucking runs away. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to tell me shit, Dad.
You got something you want to share with the class there, Hal?
Just you gave me a fright.
Why is her name Chessie? Chessie? Not Jessie? Chessie?
Or why all of a sudden you're neat as a pin and using expressions like, you gave me a fright?
All right, who's playing the detective here? Calm down, Chessie. Would you know if someone you were very close to swapped bodies with their twin? Because we as people, we have so many nuances, such as like slaying inside jokes to such a point where we don't have to explain. So wouldn't you know almost right away that you're not who you say you are?
I'm not looking at her in any special way. I'm looking at her like I've looked at her for 11 years. Since the day she came home from the hospital.
So Chessie knows about it, but where's Martin? And Martin ends up knowing. I'm gonna be very, very mad. Dennis Quaid had like a good dad charm. At one point, he lost it. He's definitely lost it. If I could recommend one thing from this movie, it's watch The Intruder. If you're a fan of this movie and you see Dennis Quaid as this really warm father figure, please watch the film The Intruder. Don't look up anything about it. You're welcome.
Marry her? That's insane! How can you marry a woman young enough to be my big sister? Mais tout plaisir, j'espère.
Are you speaking French?
I wish when I got like to a certain extent of anger, I started speaking a different language. That'd be a cool tick to have instead of my normal state of just breaking down, crying, and shaking to the point where I can't speak and having to run away from every problem I could ever have.
Thing.
What is that? He like tried to claw his own face.
She thought I was going to adopt her.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, I changed my mind. Dennis Quaid is a bad actor. He's really bad at acting.
She thought I was going to adopt her.
Don't you love it? It's just what we need. It's such a big house. Chessie!
I love how much of a bitch they make this girl. Why would you have dual swinging seats? Someone's shins are getting kicked. There's no way two people could sit across from each other on the swings and not collide. Who designed this?
But if you ask me, marriage is supposed to be based on something more than just sex.
Oh, shit. Wow. They cut straight to it. This movie has a little bite to it. Okay. All right. Okay. Being young and beautiful is not a crime. Shit, I'm 26. I need to find some old man or woman to pursue. Preferably someone with a vineyard. Someone with a bank account. Maybe some expenses. Maybe a nice car.
My Dad's money has nothing to do with you wanting to marry him, right?
Okay, Puss.
Why'd she call her puss? What kind of insult is that? What? You straight up called her puss. Oh, I need to sit down. This movie is tiring me out. I need a seat. Where's the bell? Chelsea! Chelsea!
Well, if you ask me, the bouquet is a little too robust for a Merlot. But then again, I'm partial to the softer California grape.
Should you be a little more concerned on why your daughter suddenly drinks wine? Is that a concern? You know, when you're a kid, you just smelling alcohol fucking gets you fucked up. A little woozy from the boozy. I'm not saying there's a lot of filler in this movie. There's just a lot of moments where it's like, okay, let's just get to it. Let's just go there.
What say you and I take a little stroll in the park?
Setsy, not a fan of that like gross puke green vest underneath it, but what are you gonna do? He's old.
I see him. Where might Annie be?
In Napa with her father, Nick Parker.
Grandpa just wanted to see the look on her face. He's like, What, you thought you could just get rid of a kid and never see them again? Come on. But why do they happen to go to the same camp? Is this the first year they went to the camp? So much of the setup is just like waved away because it's about the meat of the story. It's about the fantasy of twins switching places. This actual swapping is a very small part of this very long film.
I've never been so happy in my entire life.
You knew, Martin, you bastard. I told you. So when he picked up the phone and he's like, oh, you sound just like Annie. Oh, is it because there's two of them, Martin, and you're completely aware of this?
No offense, Mom, but this arrangement really sucks.
I agree. It totally
Imagine.
sucks.
Got a ciggy in hand. Is it because she's British it's okay she's smoking? That is a very interesting choice that Disney would have a character smoking in 1998. Does Nancy Meyer just have that much power?
Hallie said he was a hunk. He was rather dishy. He had a smile that made me go weak at the knees, if you can imagine that.
Ooh, ooh. Martin doesn't want to hear it. It's like, I'll be the judge of that. Let's see if he makes money. He's weak.
Did you speak to your father, dear?
Yeah, I just hung up with him, actually. He said he's really anxious to see you.
Liar. She is a compulsive liar.
He said he'll meet us tomorrow at noon at the Stafford Hotel.
Okay, don't ambush your dad with the woman he married 11 years ago on the day that he announced that he is ready to also be married. Give it up for the train, everybody. Just had something to say. Train's like, I know where London is. It's in the future. About 9 hours, 10 hours.
I'd wear this little baby.
I've been waiting for an occasion for you to wear this. Hell yeah, Martin. Dude, I've heard West Hollywood is a pretty cool place. Little does he know it's about 4 hours from Napa.
Okay, they'll be here any minute. Now, be nice, Daddy.
Be nice, Daddy.
Then you know I'll be nice.
Ew. What? Whatever their relationship is, I don't like it.
Hallie, Chessie, and Sammy, what in the world are you doing?
He's a motherfucking dog. He goes where he wants.
Fiancé and the love of my life, Nicholas
A man who is really rich, I promise. Hugely rich.
How are you, young lady? We've heard nothing but wonderful things about you.
And I heard you're blood-sucking vampires.
You may call me Aunt Vicky.
I ain't gonna call you shit.
Other end, madam?
Whoops.
She's fucking wasted. This is a fun character choice. I appreciate this. I mean, the man that you married had twins with and then divorced and you haven't talked to since. Like, being thrust into that situation by the daughter that you practically abandoned. I might want a drink too.
Sweetheart, now that we're here, why don't we go check out the honeymoon suite?
Why don't we check out each other's honeymoons? You know what I mean? What is a honeymoon? What does that word mean? Why don't we just call it like a post-wedding vacation? Po-wed. Why don't we call it the po-wed?
Were you wearing that the whole time we were on the plane?
Sorry.
Lindsay Lohan's so good at those cutaway reactions. That's a fun moment. That's cute.
It's me, Mom. Annie.
Darling. You look wonderful.
And other one. That one. What are they color coordinated? Was that part of the plan that they both wear equal colors?
Someone ought to.
Hello.
Chessie and Martin? Hell yes. Fuck. Personally, I didn't think Martin was the most hetero of individuals, and he doesn't have to be. If he likes Chessie, then I'm all for it.
Daddy's getting married.
Should have brought that up before we bought the tickets, before you switch places, before, I don't know, any point before this single point we're at right now. Just no shame of his body at all, and I say, right on, brother. I'm more of a board shorts kind of guy. Give me shorts that go above the knee. That's very important. Shorts belong above the knee. They're below the knee. They're capris. Shorts, capris. Shorts, capris. I rest my case. Why is his blazer so long? His blazer goes down to like here. Why are you just letting your kids run around? I guess you have like butlers and shit.
Have you seen your father?
You talking to me?
What are you, Robert De Niro?
Lindsay Lohan as Travis Bickle. Make it happen. I'll make it happen. Fuck it. I'll direct it. Lindsay Lohan out there, if you're watching this, if you would like to do a remake of Taxi Driver set in the modern era, directed by me, give me a call.
There you go. This will cure anything.
Hey, here you go. Here's your fucking drink. I like this woman's vibe.
Me too. Absolutely.
Shouldn't she just be stumbling down the stairs? Oh, Dennis Quaid, you're making a big goof. You're making a big goof. Oh no, right in the ball. Oh, wow, big goof. What if this film got real serious? He slipped, cracked his head, and on his deathbed, he admits his love for her and regrets splitting the kids up for 11 years. Hello, Nick. Nick the prick, as we call you. I think Nick is totally in the right to be slightly suspicious of the situation at hand. Also, kind of dumb for not realizing it.
They switched places on us, Nick.
Just like you switch places on our lives, Mom.
Are you angry?
Oh, honey, of course not.
I'm not angry. I'm fucking furious. Dennis Quaid on the loose.
How did you two meet? And Nikki, why are you all wet?
You're making my fiance's...
Nick never brought his ex-wife up to his new wife? Is that something you tell people?
Al, I've had enough surprises for one day.
How many children do you plan on surprising me with today? Meredith isn't upset that they're being taken to the boat where they met? How did they secure this boat? With what funds? Did Martin do this? Is Martin in on this shit?
We're not joining you.
This is called a setup, Dad.
And I am Martin, your sommelier. May I offer you both a taste of the bubbly, in the hope that you'll get a bit schnockered and not fire this lovely lady and myself.
I like how everyone's goal is to have them fuck. Forget Meredith. No one likes Meredith. She is a bad person. Just relax. Close your eyes. Eat some oysters. Smell these scented candles. Don't worry about this pack of condoms I'm slipping in your pocket, Dad. They're not for you. Don't worry about them. Someone's getting laid tonight. I don't know who it is, but this whole situation is horribly inappropriate. Break up relationships. Ruin them.
Well, I could keep them for half the year, and then you could keep them for...
Guys, they can't go to 2 different schools every year. That's nuts.
Guys, come on. Come on. They spent 11 years apart. You don't expect them to just continue living the life that they have well established. I'm not trying to, I don't know, persuade you or like put pressure on you, but come on, come to your senses, you fucking knuckleheads.
You don't remember the day you packed?
No, that day I remember perfectly. Did I hurt you when I threw that,
A hairdryer.
She left because of him. He assaulted him. She threw a hairdryer at him. Good fucking time. We had tempers.
Get this show on the road.
Dennis Quaid should play the Joker. I'm putting that out there. Dennis Quaid the Joker.
So I'll send Hallie back to you over Christmas.
And Annie will spend Easter with you.
Man, those plane tickets are gonna rack up. Better get those mile plans going.
Are you sure I'm Annie?
Well, of course I'm sure.
They're playing mind games and shit. But how do you know I'm who I say I am? What if I'm only pretending to be the other person that is me? I would fucking tag one of my kids. I would put like a fucking cow tag on one of them. Okay, she's 1, she's 2. Go. Do what we say or else we'll never tell you which child you have. The one you raise will be a lie. Not like they could ask them a question that only the other one would know.
What is she doing here?
You see, that's part of the deal. The 4 of us, we go together.
He's going to his fiance and he's like, listen, something came up and I'm going on a camping trip with my ex-wife and our 2 daughters. So,
Dad, what's Meredith doing here?
Your mother invited her.
What the fuck is that bitch doing here? I thought I told you I didn't want skanks on the camping trip. I always forget about this portion of the movie, so I guess it's really 4 acts. Camp, switching places, coming together at the hotel, camping trip, and then the end. I wish I felt love. I wish I felt anything at all. Wouldn't Meredith like at least not try to be a bitch? If she's a good enough actor to fool Nick and to have him believing that her intentions are pure, then why can't she put on that same persona around the girls? Oh, she went cross-eyed. That's funny. That's a lot of good fun.
This little guy was on her Evian bottle.
Oh, Evian. They said it by name. It's not just a water bottle. It's Evian.
I'm going to take the lead. 2 of you help Meredith. All right?
I'm going to abandon her. Listen, girls, I don't want to deal with any of your hormones or your fucking girl issues. You take care of each other. I'm going to go walk like a man through the woods.
I think there's something on your head.
Why would you start here? Someone says, yo, there's something on top of your head. Whoa, CGI lizard. What the fuck? What? Why did that happen? The lizard was probably on her head. Then she brushes it off and freaks out. And some exec at Disney was like, that's not good enough. Listen, you got the boys at ILM. They just did great things for the Star Wars Special Edition. Let's see what they can do for you. Let's have the lizard crawl into her mouth, have her wiggle it, and go, woo! Hilarious. Such a good effect. Has not aged a bit. I like how amused Dennis Quaid is by all this. Girls, stop torturing her. Come on. Because she took a sleeping pill? Is that why she's like not waking up during this? Finding an airsoft mattress that stays inflated is impossible. Having it float on the river? That sounds wonderful. That sounds like a goddamn dream. Little house bed.
Oh, man.
Why would she stand up? Why would you stand up? For the gag? For the funny oof? This is when the movie loses me a little, because now they're just doing dumb shit, and they're treating her like a fucking idiot just for the LOLs. There's no low point for the characters. See, what they needed to do, have them actually marry. The fucking twins are in control the entire time. There's no tension. Dennis Quaid doesn't seem upset or conflicted. He's just having fun with it. Once the parents meet and you feel the connection between them, the chemistry, I don't know what we're watching anymore.
Where's Meredith?
She's fucking dead. You had to kill her.
She threw this at my head. At least it's smaller than a hairdryer.
Oh, that's it? It's done? It's over? She's like, oh, this camping trip sucked. No. Was she doing anything nefarious besides just being a dick? Was she trying to take over the business? Was she trying to inherit money? The only issue with her is that she was a dick to the kids. She's not the mom, therefore she's evil, therefore we must destroy her. I think that's an irresponsible message. If you're a young kid, a child of divorce, and you're watching this, then the message you might take away is to pursue, try to force and guilt your parents to come back together, when really that's a destructive situation. They're not emotionally ready or compatible, and not all step-parents are inherently bad. It's a weird theme message to push and promote two children. It's just like a happy, wholesome Christian fantasy. They're the real couple. They're the real lovely couple. Children need their mom and dad. They belong together. They fell in love one night. They can fall in love again. I was not expecting to be annoyed by this film. I like everything about it, but when you break down the themes, it feels very outdated and disconnected through a 2020 lens. But to be fair, 2020 has fucked up all of our lenses, so who even knows what's right, normal, or accepted anymore? Oh, that's a cool shot. I like that. I like the light on the eyes, and she's like, no.
We'll be right up.
Don't act so disappointed. Give her time. Actually build up a relationship. Go on a date. Work at it. You can't fall in love in a night. That's not how a sustained relationship works. It's a melancholy song. It's sad now. Everything's sad. Everything's sad, and we have 10 minutes left. Is there a climax? Have we reached the climax? Where are we going with this? I don't remember it feeling this long when it was on TV, but everything still seems to be here. I don't remember any parts of this film missing or being cut out for the TV edit. I wish I had a daddy. Well, I wish I had a mommy. Me. Is Dennis Quaid here? Is he here? It's like, you know what? I changed my mind. I love you after all. Such a weird setup and callback, but whatever. I'm into it. Yep, we resolved it off screen. We resolved it. We said, hey, I changed my mind. I'm in love with that lady. This is such a bullshit tacked on ending. All right. Yeah, kiss. Part 2, they're married again. I don't think it's going to last because they still haven't built a foundation for a long-lasting relationship. Who cares? We're celebrating. It's the end of the movie. You don't want to leave sad. You don't want to think about the consequences. We're having fun. Look, Jesse and Martin, they're together. The twins are together. We're having a good time. I'm so sick of people overthinking movies, looking for realism. This isn't Kramer versus Kramer. This is fucking Parent Trap. We're having a grand old time. Parent Trap. What do I got to say about it? Lindsay Lohan is a bona fide star, first and foremost. She is a fucking queen. Rest of the film, meh. I don't care for it. I like Martin. I like Chessie. I like the characters and the players involved. It's overly long, overly complicated. There's too many parts. They just kind of wave off like a lot of setup and shit. So it holds a special place in my heart. Yet I can still see the faults in it. It's like I'm nostalgic and yet realistic, and that's okay. Thank you for watching my commentary for The Parent Trap. I love and respect every single person who can sit through long-ass videos of me talking over things that they like. If there is a movie that you would like me to do commentary for, please comment below. I'll be happy to do it. I got nothing else to do here, and I respect you as individuals, first and foremost. Thank you for watching. Stay posy, everybody, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay posy.